You know, it's hard to believe that it's been 6 months already since I was sworn in to serve the people of Minnesota's 2nd District as your representative in the U.S. House. In that time, we've done a lot, and there's been some big news in Washington and at home. So I want to take this opportunity to let you know what I've been doing as I work for you. Some of what we've gotten done did make the news, and that's great. But there's always great stuff that flies under the radar. So stay tuned to hear, well, whether you're in Rosemont, South St. Paul, Red Wing, Zumbrota, there's big news. You know, I've held weekly meetings, events, teletown halls, employee roundtables in the district, talking with cities, counties, business folks, railroads, unions, schools, and just average voters. I've met with hundreds of constituents in less formal settings in D.C. and in the district. And we've also had a very busy voting schedule over the last few months in Washington. I'm grateful for my dedicated Burnsville staff who are able to hear your concerns when I'm voting. And I'm grateful to all the Minnesotans from the 2nd District who have visited me in Washington, whether to share part of their story, a policy suggestion, or come to the Capitol tour given by my office. You know, I've even sought out people who I see regularly disagree with me on social media. I call them, I get their input, or I meet with groups in my Burnsville office. Because I believe that when we disagree, we can do so productively and maybe find an answer we didn't think of before. Every day I'm working on ways to make life easier for families in the 2nd District because I believe that we can prosper when we are free to make our own decisions and don't have big government looking over our shoulder and telling us what to do all the time. I'm working on real health care reform, going back beyond the Affordable Care Act, back to 1965, back to World War II wage and price controls, genuine patient-centered health reform. I'm working to keep double-digit increases a thing of the past when it comes to your premiums. That's not affordable care. The American Health Care Act lowers premiums, preserves patient choice, and protects those with pre-existing conditions. You know, I'm also pushing hard for genuine tax reform, where we can lower rates, broaden the base, so everyone has skin in the game, but at much lower rates. A flatter, fairer tax code will work, but it won't work for special interests like our current 70,000-page broken code does. Instead, it will be easier for families and small businesses to understand and comply with the tax code, saving you money and encouraging job growth. I'm proud to report that one of my top priorities, my Juvenile Justice Reform Act, passed the House unanimously, in a bipartisan fashion, obviously. That will help young people get a second chance if they make a mistake. And my amendment to the Career and Technical Education Bill was also just passed by the House. This encourages young people in high school to pursue a skill or a trade. You know, I've heard from countless employers that they have good paying jobs to offer these students, but a lack of applicants. That's what we need to focus on. I'll continue to work on ensuring our kids have the best opportunities to gain real-world skills at our great technical colleges. And for everyone worried about the state of our roads or their local taxes, I've worked with my Democratic colleagues like Representative Dan Lipinski to roll back a Met Council power grab. A new rule could have given the Met Council the ability to levy new taxes on the suburbs or push projects that serve downtown at the expense of the 2nd District. You know what? I didn't think that was right. So our bill ensures the unaccountable Met Council couldn't expand even further. So that's some of what I've been doing for the last 6 months, and it's a lot. I hope this was a helpful update. I want to reassure you that I'll keep working hard for the people of the 2nd District. It's really an honor to serve you. I thank you, and call our office anytime.